Valentine's Day has come and gone, and you know what that means. Time for another opportunity to get E-laid. Let's see, I have 13 different girls on this cover. One of them has to like me. Galgun Double Piece. It happened, and despite the mixed reception, it actually managed to sell well, selling over 100,000 copies worldwide. Guess the panty screen cleaner really drew a crowd. Naturally, the developers, Indie Creates, decided the world would be cursed with a sequel. Thus, on March 15, 2018, we got Galgun 2. So you're telling me the Sex Gun game got a sequel? Looking at the cover for this game, it proudly welcomes us to Pantsu Paradise. With twice as much ass as the original, wield new weapons to suck up demons. And dresses. I'm gonna pretend I missed that. Opening up the game reveals an ad for the game you already bought. And the game itself. Well, if I don't get arrested for playing this first, at the very least, I might finally be able to get E-laid. So, popping in the game greets us with this flashy opening cutscene introducing us to our wacky love interests. There's Risu the Angel, Nanako, Jiru, whose extracurricular activities include the Go Home Club, as well as, yes, I f***ing called it! Corona is back with her stupid-ass jokes, and what's her idea of fun? Well, the Go Home Club, of course! And finally, everyone's favorite terrible demon hunters, Shinobu and Maya, are here too. Alright, I don't really have much options here, so story mode it is. We start out in Class N. See those people in the background? Yeah, say goodbye to them, because from now on, this place is a ghost town. We have this random girl. Who are you? It's me, Nanako! You know, your childhood friend Nanako Tamasaki. Who the f*** talks like that? Nobody says that. It's like, this is the opening of a game, and this is my relationship to you, the main character. She then spies on our messages from some other girl, and side note, who signs their text messages? Nanako gets jealous until we notice a strange app on her phone. Her response? You probably got infected from browsing all those itchy, sketchy sites. Ah yes, porn viruses. The best excuse is often the sexiest one. However, no matter how hard you try, you just can't delete the app. Then you're told to shoot your phone. Shooting your phone makes a box appear. Inside, you find a pair of goggles and a hairdryer. Except turns out that, congratulations, you're our lucky winner. Well, you say winner, but all I'm hearing is unfortunate sucker. Her name is Risu, and be gone, foul trespasser! I'm not a trespasser. I'm actually an elite angel working with Angel Ring Company up in heaven. Turns out you're the hero to fight against demons. Well, don't I get a gun or something badass like that? No, instead you get a sexy hairdryer. Basically, the way this game works is you aim around their body until words pop up, and give them a little spritz of love juice. In order to progress, you gotta make everyone have euphoria. If they have these weird chibi demons on them, you gotta shoot them first, then suck them up or kill them before finishing the girl off. You're basically the sexy Ghostbusters. We also have some new features which makes the gameplay a bit more bearable than the original. First off, we have the Love Strike, where you stare at a girl for a few seconds, then you create a love bomb or something, and everyone's satisfied. There's also Stripforia, where you use your Luigi's Mansion vacuum to suck up their clothes. Gonna say this though, definitely not the type of game to play around anyone with ears, because otherwise all they'll hear is my neighbors probably think I'm a sex offender. After that encounter, Risu explains that the demons are targeting this very school, that they possess girls and control them to throw entire schools into utter chaos, and unless we do something quick, hell will take over Earth. How the hell does them taking over one school automatically lead to world domination? Yeah, f*** that, no. Come on, angels and demons are too f***ing lazy to fight through a battle, so come on, help us out! And we have to do that through the use of the pheromone goggles, which allow you to see Risu. But the downside is, everyone in the school wants to f*** you. You say negative, but I say positive. We head home and meet Chiru, our next door neighbor, who can see the goggles and think they're a VR headset and really wants to play with them. Trust me, you really don't want to play this game. Turns out that Chiru can see Risu because... yeah, we're just not gonna get into that because the game sure doesn't. Chiru acts rationally and naturally assumes this is all bullshit. You aren't on board with this, are you? Actually, I'm not, but the game just won't let me quit. Chiru just sort of gives up on us, and Risu explains that the goggles emit something called a Populora, which emits pheromones. There is supposed to be an option to only attract demon-possessed girls, but our designers were too f***ing lazy to work out the kinks, so here you go! Hope you don't die! They also apparently welded it to your face because you can't take the goggles off until we reach our demon busting quota. From this point on, the whole goal of the game is to complete quests, which give you points. The more points you earn, the more free stuff Heaven gives you. Except apparently, Heaven is one cheap son of a bitch. All they give us is food, figures of the demons who are trying to fucking murder me, and a cardboard box. Oh wow, a cardboard box. Thanks, Heaven. I'm sure the demons will be quivering in fear. There were 3 categories for missions. Main missions, which are needed to progress the overall story. Side missions, which are there to progress the girl stories. And free missions, which are basically just there to kill time and rack up points. I'll give the game this. The freedom in which to have some choice over what I want to do is great. However, you might have noticed I haven't really mentioned the gameplay much. And that's because it's practically the same as Double Peace. You have the on-rails missions, which are basically just a really horny Pokemon Snap. But now we have 2 new mission types. Defense, where you stand there like an idiot for 5 minutes defending girls from demons. And search missions, where you go to different areas to search for a couple different objects. Truthfully, the gameplay just isn't that fun. Granted, it's better than Double Peace, but each mode has their own flaws that really bog down the experience. The on-rail shooter bits just drag on. But it's still the best compared to everything else because it can be finished way faster than everything else. Defense missions are just so goddamn boring. You just stand there sucking up demons that slowly spawn in. Hell, there's literally times where you just stand there because the game can't process how fast you kill the demons. So their solution is throw a bunch of shit at you, damned if it's fair or not. Plus, they just go on for way too damn long. If they made them shorter or had more than 4 enemies, then they might be salvageable. Then there's search missions, and well, I'll give them this. It is more engaging than the other 2 modes. However, it immediately falls apart once you realize that not only does this turn the game into a stealth game, where if you don't take the girls out in time, you get swarmed and can't go back to searching for the items you need till they're gone, taking up your precious time, but they also place these items in the weirdest places that take forever to find. It literally got to the point where sometimes I'd have to rely on the in-game hints to find them because they would be in a spot where you can only see a pixel of the item you're looking for. I get that you can't just put them in plain sight, because otherwise, it'd be too damn easy. But now it's the opposite extreme. There's just not really any middle ground here. So the gameplay is slightly better than Double Peace, but still bad. So what's left? Well, there's always the story. Oh god! Eventually, Risu detects a huge demon. We get there and... God damn it, Corona's back. She makes a bunch of bad hell puns and spouts out about just how much of a badass she is. Then we get ambushed. We spend a few minutes taking care of them when Corona returns. Sheesh, you corporate angels always have one hell of a stick up your ass. Ha, good old Corona. Making hell puns even when they make absolutely no goddamn sense. They get into an argument. Round 1 fight? I just have to pick that. That's so fucking stupid. And they both look at me like I'm a fucking psycho. What the hell is wrong with this human? That is the first sentence in which hell has made a lot of sense for this game. Corona pushes Risu, calls her a bimbo, and leaves. She was cute as hell. Okay. I can't keep picking all the stupid options, or we're gonna be here all day. God damn it. In the one day she's been here, Risu already managed to lose her card and is locked out of heaven. She decides to ask to live with us. Master. Yes, that's it. You're my master now. Sure. I don't know. Then we head on in and Chiru's all pissy until I say snacks. Let's give her all the snacks, why not? Afterwards, Chiru starts spouting out about how modern games just aren't hard enough. Hey, Yalgan 2? Maybe don't talk about other games until you make it so I can't beat your game in my sleep. She says that retro games are the greatest, and what makes them the greatest are their borderline unfair difficulty. Yeah, there's nothing like dying 20 times on the same level. She continues to say that modern mainstream games tend to focus too much on co-op or competitive online modes, and when she tried playing online, she got flamed by both teams. Humans are pigs, and as a result, she will never leave this room ever again. Okay, I'll give you that. Us humans suck online. But to stay in your room solely because of that? That's where you lost me. Back to the usual. Then time for more Chiru. Turns out she wears fake bandages and staged a fake injury to stay out of school. And after telling us his harrowing tale, we have 3 responses. Hey! I can see your panties! What nice long legs you have. And, so they don't worry. Alright, let's flirt. Do you have a foot fetish? Oh, yeah! Later on, she gets ice cream and offers us some. Our responses? An indirect kiss. And, I want a lick of you, Chiru. I'm not meant to be licked. You're a pervert, Nisama. The president of Pervert Inc. They were all bad, okay? Turns out she likes to tinker with machines. And speaking of machines, just the other day I tried to make a massage machine to heal my daily gaming fatigue, but it wasn't as effective as I'd hoped, and I'm feeling stiff today. She then brags about how much gaming is killing her, and oh god, we're really doing this. Afterwards, she complains and calls me a pervert. Shiro, what the f*** are you talking about? You're the one who asked me to massage you. It's alright though, because in the next scene, she's perfectly fine, and goes on about Grandma and Grandpa's anniversary and how she wants to get them a present. But it's hard to tell exactly what you're getting online. Just f***ing walk outside! She tries to talk her way out of it, but that girl, no candy for you. What? It works though, cause she'll leave, as long as we're with her. But enough of being called a pervert. Galgun's got some boss fights for us. Yep, after fighting our way through our greatest enemy, boredom, we arrive to fight Corona. She starts going on and on about how she's gonna make our lives a living hell, and we fight. Honestly, the boss fights in this game are a fucking joke. She just hovers while we shoot her, spawns projectiles that can be destroyed by spamming, and does a move that lets her be down in 10 seconds. All of her attacks give us ample time to deflect them. Hell, in the few moments that do present the challenge, the game slows down and basically hands you a victory. Once we suck up all the mini Coronas, we celebrate our victory, except God damn it, it wasn't the real Corona. It was just a clone. She brags about how great she is and reveals that she stole Risu's cart and takes off. Risu explains how this job is her last chance, and if this fails, she gets fired. She didn't want to be partnered with us. We were just sort of her only choice. But during the fight, we got a part to upgrade our hairdryer. And turns out that Chiru somehow knows how to upgrade Angel technology. So throughout the game, there are certain missions that you can complete to get parts to upgrade your gun and your visor. And Chiru will upgrade them for you. That's neat. I'm sure you've noticed, but this game looks like it came out on the Xbox 360 and was sharpened up. It's not that the art style looks bad, but this is a PS4 game and it can't render a fucking book. Oh, my mistake. We can render a porn magazine, but not the mangas? The next day we meet up with Chiru and... Wait, what? Why do I have to shoot her to go shopping? We get ambushed and have to do a stupid goddamn defense mission. Then Chiru goes home. During this, Risu came up with the perfect strategy. In the showers. I don't like where this is going. We meet her there and she says how it finally hit me, like an honest-to-God revelation. Everything I've learned about demons came from whatever I read about them in books. That's why I'm gonna act as a decoy and take a hit from one of those mini-demons. So she's gonna die for us. I'll get a feel for demons with my own body. Please don't phrase it like that! Then we load in and it's a defense mission? So you want to get hit, but you also want us to not let you get hit. And I'm sorry, is she cheering herself on? One hit later, and I thought the demon's pranks were only meant to cause harm, but it's an old demon trick meant to abuse human weakness. You know, really don't know how getting beat up taught you that, but good for you. Back at home, Chiru is trying to figure out what gift to get Grandma and Grandpa. And what are our options? A, free massages. B, cash. Or C, slave for a day. What the f*** is this? Come on! I guess I'll go with cash. And she calls me literal garbage. I'm sorry, I'm literal garbage? My options were this or sex. What did you want me to pick? Turns out that Chiru knows how to make an anti-demon weapon, and the crystals needed to make this weapon are conveniently located in the caverns under the school, so we have that to look forward to in the future. When we get to school the next day, we have a strange request from someone named Shinobu. Shinobu. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Oh, it's Shinobu Maya from Double Peace. How have you been? Hopefully been getting better at demon slaying. They brought us to this park to test us by having us clear the area of demons. Except, hold on, I'm sorry, I thought it was in a park, not f***ing Italy. We cleared the area of love, and why is Shinobu mad at me? Oh wait, that's right. She's pissed that me, an amateur, is better at slaying demons than her. Like, literally anyone else is. They give us their approval to keep hunting demons, except realistically, what the f*** were they gonna do if they didn't approve of me? Then we get another message from them asking for help. We walk into the storage closet, and god damn it, not again! How the f*** do you all keep getting stuck in windows? Well, the demon cursed the door, and we tried to escape from the window, but it's exactly what it looks like. It looks like you're all a bunch of dumbasses! They say they're gonna get that corona, but you know, it might be threatening if they didn't have their asses trapped in a bunch of goddamn windows. So after clearing the room of corona totems, Maya exclaims that we're one happy demon-disciplined family. Then what do you f***ing know? They need help yet again. Damn it, if only I had a weapon. Oh, come on, guys. Why the f*** did the demon hunters not have weapons? Then we have to spend the next 5 minutes defending them while they're just sitting around like, well, shit. Can't do much, so let's watch him get his ass kicked by a tumor. Thanks, you saved us yet again. The story of this series, apparently. How in the world did she manage to defeat you two? She snatched their weapons. Her beloved SMG and, origami set. She caught them completely off guard. Okay, so what I'm hearing is they got jumped by a demon, they got their weapons stolen, and they just sort of gave up. You guys are the worst demon hunters ever! Then it's time to see what our old pal Chiro is up to, and she yells at us and calls us a freak because she decided to wear a swimsuit. We then sneak into the school pool, and yeah, he's the weirdo for wanting to go to the pool. Except I immediately retract that because apparently this sexy photo session could really use a provocative backdrop. We then get a mini game where we take sexy pictures of Chiro where she really gets into it, and afterwards she says how we humiliated her again. There's no one here to humiliate you in front of. The hell are you talking about? Afterwards, she comes to our room to play the Pocky game where she says, my heart feels like it's in Doki Doki mode. Wait a minute. Doki Doki mode? Uh-oh! Yes, game, thanks. I never could have figured out she was eating without you. Then she decides to join us for a day of school. So we meet her at the storage closet where she's not stuck in a window. That's a good start. They try to leave and explore, except it's locked by none other than goddamn Corona. Her reasoning? Locking up a cute couple in the gym storehouse is a hell of a classic high school rom-com prank. Hell yeah! So hell gets the most generic form of entertainment. That's actually kind of fitting, not gonna lie. Oh no, mini demons just went into Chiro. Now we must use the power of our Populora to purify the mini demons with the power of love. Or in other words, Doki Doki is back, bitches! In this version, we have to rotate around the girl to find these glowing purple spots and spam them to get out as much demons as possible, then kill them. Keep doing this enough and unlock what the game calls Special Time, where you have to target 2 specific spots on the girl, and your reward for doing so is she's down to a bikini for the rest of Doki Doki mode. That's it. Honestly, you don't even have to do all that well to even progress. But what I do know is that this mode just makes me feel unclean. Then after Shinobu and Maya get ambushed yet again by the demon, maybe it might be time for a career change. Turns out that Shinobu was hit with dark energy, and thus we got a purifier. Into the Doki Doki world we go! Alright, Doki Doki mode is finished, Shinobu's thanking us, and...
Maya!
You gotta be f***ing kidding me. I gotta help Maya now, too? Alright, back to the Doki Doki world. Alright, Doki Doki mode is done. I got my eye on you, Risu. As thanks for doing their jobs for them, they gift us the title of Demon Hunter. We have nothing left to teach you. Wait, I'm sorry. What did you guys teach me again? Because I don't seem to remember that part. Now Risu has found Corona, and what do you know? Demons are just as clumsy as angels. Has she also managed to lose Risu's keycard? I really am sorry as hell. I didn't mean to lose it. Why are you apologizing? You're a fucking demon. So we search the room for the keycard, and how the hell do we mistake a porn magazine or a strip club ad for a keycard? At least the strip club ad was shaped like a card. We eventually find the card, and that's one hell of a relief. Why do you care? And Risu, why aren't you taking it? Because apparently we want to prove ourselves, and that we can earn it fair and square. And by we, they mean me. God damn it. This game could have been over already, Risu! Back to the equally frustrating Chihiro storyline. She's tired because she stayed up all night playing games, which I can totally relate to, but, f***ing... what? Angelic power? Chihiro here was an angel who got exiled to go learn more about humans. Except we f***ing stink! We made McDonald's! So she became a shut-in. Her wings and halo coming back mean she can return to heaven. Except she says that heaven f***ing sucks. They don't have video games. And now her halo's gone because... she said so, I guess. Turns out, back in heaven, she was a genius. In fact, she built the prototype of the goggles I'm wearing. You know, the ones that make everyone swarm and try to kill you. Oh, so you're the one who's too f***ing lazy to fix these damn goggles. Wait, I just realized, how does an angel have a grandma and a grandpa? Now she's looking to make a weapon to kill God. She asked to meet us on top of the roof of the school where, despite my best efforts, the game forces me to make her go back to heaven. She decides that, I don't want to go back to heaven, so I'm gonna kick your ass! I tried telling her I love her because at this point, I just want to skip all the pointless repetitive boss fights in the game. Which actually works, she backs down. You put Chihiro in a daze. I get it now, you're so clever, Master. Nice tactics. Damn it, Risu, I almost skipped the fight! Then we fight her, and not gonna lie, the first time I fought her, this attack caught me off guard, and I actually died in this fight. Don't hate me. You just f***ing murdered me. How do you expect me to feel? Eventually, one grueling boss fight later, we win! By stripping off her clothes. What the f*** is this game? I just have so many concerns about this. But let's deal with that later because Chihiro loves me and heads back to heaven. Great, she can spectate the battle between me and Corona. But I just have so many concerns about this. Are you okay? Have a tummy ache? We can call it off for today if you feel like hell. Oh, really? Thanks, Corona, that's so nice. Then we replay the first boss fight against Corona, except we don't just capture her, we strip her. Why the f*** do I do this to myself? She ends up giving us back the key card and Team Rocket's out of there. Risu starts to inspect the card and... Wait, what? Oh, now what? Turns out we reached our demon busting quota and Risu still has a job. She even wants to stay with us because we have such a nice room. Ah, yes. The one bookshelf with illegible text and a cheap desk really ties the room together. The next day, we head out to grind more of the boring gameplay when Risu is having problems. And our character's first instinct is, are you in labor? My first instinct is, rest is for the weak. Turns out that angels are just as bad as Shinobu and Maya at demon hunting. And she asks us to, please, examine my body. Every last inch. I'll bear everything for you. If that sounds bad listening to it, just be thankful you didn't actually have to play it. We then give her the good old Doki Doki treatment and blam, problem solved. From here on, there are no more main missions, and the ending you get is entirely dependent on whose side missions you chose and other minor things. Now, since I chose Chihiro, that's the ending I'm getting, but most characters have two endings. The Chihiro ending I got was she comes down from heaven and oh no, not the light padding that clearly isn't happening, and she kisses us, right after the game blinds us. That was Chihiro's ending, but what would have happened if we went with Nanako? I mean, it can't be any worse than this, right? Jumping back in, Nanako notices something's different, but can't see the goggles or Risu. She gets suspicious, and we end up telling her the truth, and she actually f***ing buys it, and even cheers us on. However, while helping her with some carryouts, we see her shadow turn into a demon. Naturally, Risu assumes that she's been possessed by a demon, and so Risu's gonna give her an exorcism. First, we gotta call her up, and she asks, why did you call me out here, and why specifically in my gym clothes? Yeah, Risu, any particular reason she need to be in her gym clothes? Risu then ties her up and we douse her with holy water. Good work, guys. Good news, she's probably good. Bad news, she's pissed. For about 5 seconds. Then everything's just another day at the office. She then wanders off and asks us to meet her at the storage shed. Aw, man, something bad always happens when I'm in the storage shed. So we get there and the window's closed, so yeah, that's good already. And she's a demon. Why the f*** is everyone I know in this game either an angel or a demon? She just sort of turned into one and can now see Risu. So Risu gives her a holy hair clip and that does the trick, turns her back to normal. She's so happy that she can keep going to school with the one person who's here. It's a Valentine's Day miracle! When we get back, neither Risu nor Nanako know why she's turning. So, Risu decides to get Nanako to the pool, and again with these really specific outfits, Risu. So the plan is for me to, quote, use my pheromone goggle enhanced vision and look at every pore in her body. She immediately says no. In all fairness, that doesn't sound like something I'd want to do either. And when it comes down to me to convince her, what's the first choice I saw? Risu wants you to strip. I mean, at this point, she's not even trying to hide it. Eventually, reluctantly, she agrees, and now we shoot her face and her ass. Do we learn anything even remotely productive out of this? Hell no! Does Risu decide to contact Corona for help count? We find her and we get right up in her face, and she says she'll tell us everything. A couple hours later, Risu reveals that the way to turn her back into a human is f***ing Limbo. Of course it ends up being a trick, because, come on. The name of the damn thing was Limbo of Limbo. Nanako sulks for a little bit until she decides to confront her mom about it. The next day, she takes us to the roof because she doesn't want rumors to spread. Rumors? There's no one here! Turns out her mom took it pretty well and told her that she's half human, half demon, all heart. Risu theorizes that the holy water she used agitated the demon blood in her, activating it rather than suppressing it, and thus caused her transformation. She compares it to growing tomatoes and how growing them in harsh environments can increase their nutrition and sweetness. She saw it in an anime. I've never known any anime to lie to me or exaggerate anything. I see. So I'm a tomato, huh? I'm not sure that's what I take away from this, but sure, okay, we'll go with that. In the few seconds where I look away, Nanako managed to get herself captured. We barge in and turns out that Corona is looking to recruit Nanako to be her underling, saying that without that hair clip, you immediately turn into a demon. You're like a burrito, just waiting to fall the hell apart. Just a pile of meat and cheese served on top of a flat tortilla. Corona, what the f*** are you going on about? She's actually f***ing explaining it. What the hell? She gets fed up and sends her minions to attack. We defend Nanako, and I love how afterwards, Corona is just standing there like, God damn it, foiled again. Meanwhile, someone has been pranking people by leaving behind delicious sandwiches. Huh. We head back to class, and Nanako is just looking at us like, it was already there. I was just inspecting them. Turns out, she was the one pranking people around the school, if you can even call it that. She felt oddly compelled to pull pranks, even though, if anything, all of these pranks feel more like mild inconveniences than anything. It's because even though the hairpin suppressed her demonic looks, it can't suppress her urges. Later on, she feels bad about it, saying that she did some real harm. Debatable. Now, if she swapped the recyclables, then I think she should f*** right off to hell. She decides to go to the library to research demons. We go there to check up on her, and God damn it, why am I not surprised? Basically, Corona just sort of showed up and overwhelmed Nanako, and now she may never be able to turn back into a human again. Great, another Doki Doki mode, just what I always f***ing wanted. After Corona lazily escapes yet again, Nanako invites us up to the roof, and turns out she's planning on going to hell. So they can easily summon Corona, and yet they spend the vast majority of the game trying to track her down. Corona takes her to hell, and later on we summon Corona, and she gives us a demonic recording from Nanako, where she says hell is great, and Corona reminds her to believe in her senpai, the devil. We then get lured to yet another rooftop where Corona picks yet another fight she can't win. Can't Corona just leave us alone? Can you guess what this fight is like? Looks like you beat the hell out of me. Hell no, you thought I was serious? You pretty much just managed to loosen up my tail. And yet you keep losing. But uh-oh, Corona's going Super Saiyan. Suddenly, Nanako comes to save the day and manages to overwhelm and banish Corona back to hell. Nanako explains how she breezed through all of her training because she had the talent. The people of hell even tried to nominate her to be the next overlord of hell, but she's not a citizen of hell, so it didn't work out. Huh. Turns out hell functions a lot like the US government. Who would have thought? But she can control her demonic powers, so now she's back. Time for the ending. Risu's leaving, but says that she has a surprise. Nanako, who was already back, but cool, I guess. Risu leaves, credits roll, but come on, everything has to have a post-credit scene now. So Nanako wakes us up to prank us. She wants us to skip school to have fun. Oh? Through the use of a black screen, she kisses us, and it cuts to black before they do anything else. And that was Galgun 2, and I could definitely conclude that it had a lot of things you could ever want in a game. Great characters, engaging story, dog gameplay, weak boss fights, batshit insane dialogue. Overall, it was definitely something that came out in 2018. That I can conclude for sure. The biggest problem with this game is the actual gameplay itself, which is a pretty big red flag that there are fundamental problems with the game. To me, it was fine in the beginning, and I was even happy to notice it was better than Double Peace. But by the end, it made me dread going into any combat encounters. It was just the same monotonous gameplay on a loop for 8 hours straight. Or should I say the 20 hours I put into this game. I'm sure the biggest problem for me is the lack of difficulty and lack of variety in enemy types. The game is just way too damn easy, to the point where you could beat it blindfolded. The dominant strategy is just find their weak spots and kill them in one blow. And even if you can't, just spamming X always works, cause they'll go down, it'll just take longer and you won't get as much points. Maybe if it wasn't an on-rail shooter it might be better, but what doesn't help is that it only has 2 types of enemies, horny girls and horny demon girls. Granted, there's 4 different types of mini demons, but they aren't unique or anything, they just have different skins on them aside from the metallic one which gives you a boost for your vacuum. Plus, the game just doesn't look good. I get that there's only so much they can do with this art style, but the resolution is just not acceptable by 2018 standards. Like, they couldn't render a goddamn book. You think we could trust them with another sequel? Son of a bitch. It's not all doom and gloom, however. I like how they again gave us multiple endings. Plus, the characters, while nothing spectacular like this is no Last of Us, they serve their purpose and are a great vehicle for the absolutely insane dialogue that, for me at least, is the saving grace of the game. Like, who the hell is tasked with coming up with some of this shit? The game is just not worth purchasing unless A, you're really horny, or B, you're really lonely. It's just too shallow of an experience to warrant paying the $35 I paid for this game. If it's $10, maybe. 20 is pushing it, and dear God, don't buy the collector's edition. I did it! I finally, sort of, got E-laid. It was implied, okay? Now I can move on to the real thing. Let's see, we got Tinder, Bumble, Grindr. Now let's just message some of those girls. Yeah, I got banned.